Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening and watching. If this video has found you, there's a message here for you, but please take what resonates and leave the rest. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss the reasons why you can't curse everybody, you can't do black magic, spells, energy work on everybody, okay? So the obvious reason is that you will get karma if you're trying to affect somebody else's free will. But I wanted to discuss some specific reasons why, if you are a negative energy practitioner or you feel like you have the right to block, stop, bind, curse somebody, I wanted to get into those specific reasons why these things do not work on everybody. All right. So the first one is the person that you could be trying to do this work on could be a chosen one. And chosen ones, light workers, way showers, star seeds, I feel like these are all synonymous terms. These are people that are sent to the planet with a special mission, a purpose. And that purpose involves raising the vibration of this planet, helping to integrate the changes and the shifts that need to take place within the consciousness of people and the collective as a whole. So they have a very important mission, which means that they are automatically divinely protected. If you try to do spell work, magic, black magic, whatever, on a chosen one, it's most likely going to backfire or not even work at all. Or it could work in a way that you didn't anticipate it working. It could actually benefit that person. In other words, you'll send that energy to them and they'll transmute it, even if they're not aware of them doing this. It's something that light workers, star seeds, chosen ones, it's something that we are innately able to do. We have to tap into it and hone it and practice working with this energy, but we have the ability to transmute negative energy. The second reason is that people know how to protect their energy. So they may not have this chosen one spiritual ranking, but they're skilled in their craft of protecting themselves, of recognizing when energy is coming towards them that is not going to serve them. They know how to protect their energy. The third reason is that whoever you're trying to do this magic on, positive or negative, I feel like that person is on a higher vibration than you if it's not working. So there is no energetic alignment. You're not going to be able to affect this person's energy because you're not on the same frequency. And that's been proven in science as well. Okay. It's not just spiritual. You know, a side note here, I've been meditating since 2007, consistently meditating since 2007. And by no means has this exempted me from struggles. In fact, I feel like had I not had my meditation practice, the struggles, the challenges, the obstacles that I had in life would have definitely taken me out. I am so grateful for my spiritual connection. And I've always had jealous, envious people around me that were wishing me ill will. My mother used to tell me this, and I actually had this confirmed by 3 separate psychics when I used to go to psychics, when I used to let people read my energy. I don't do that anymore. But all 3 of them said the same thing. You have people around you that are trying to suppress you. You have people around you that know your potential and don't want you to achieve what it is that you're in this life to achieve. I've had 2 separate psychics tell me that people were trying to put black clouds over my crown chakra, trying to put holes in my aura. I'm not going to say who these people are, but these are members of my family that I know practice black magic. But I also know that there was a person around me that I considered family who was into the craft as well. But like I said, these people were trying to affect my energy for a long time. And some of it did touch me because I didn't know who I was. And I remember the first time I was going to be homeless. I've been homeless 3 times. Okay. The first time was when my sister kicked me out. Me and my 5-month-old baby put us out on the street. The second time I just wasn't able to afford my rent. So I was literally evicted, and me and my son had to go to the shelter. The third time I was homeless, I had to remove myself from a situation that was dangerous for me and my son. And I've talked about this in other videos, but I feel like a lot of that energy was sent towards me, was put on me. And once I realized who the fuck I was, these types of things no longer happened to me. And I remember hearing that in my meditation a lot. Remember who the fuck you are. Remember who the fuck you are. And I would hear it just like that when I was going through all these trials and tribulations, and I could not understand what that message meant. But now that I've gone through everything that I've gone through, have gone through, levels of spiritual and personal development, I know exactly who I am. And I know exactly why I went through what I went through. Okay? So now anybody that tries to do anything to me, I'm going to be 10 steps ahead of them because I'm going to intuitively pick up on it in my meditation. I'm very spiritually strong. So if anybody is able to affect my energy in a negative way, it's because I allow it. All right. So let's get back to these reasons why you can't be, you can't curse, do magic on everybody. I think we're on number 4. The fourth reason is that whoever this person is or these people are that try to do magic, a lot of them don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're using Google magic. They're trying to copy somebody else's spells. And they're in a very heightened emotional state when they're trying to send negative energy to somebody, when they're trying to do black magic on somebody. And I feel like that affects your confidence because you know that you're on some level, you're doing this because you're angry. You're not doing this because it's justified. You're not doing it because you feel like you have a valid reason. The fifth reason is that whoever is practicing the magic and it's failing, maybe alchemy and practicing magic are not your path. It's not aligned with you. You're not meant to do it. So it's not going to work. The sixth reason, and this is one that a lot of people don't know about, is that spells, magic, even manifesting, goal setting, and intentions cannot be done when the moon is in a void of course phase. And whenever the moon is void of course, it's basically that doesn't have a direction. It's not connecting to any planetary bodies. So it doesn't have any, almost like it doesn't have any gas, so to speak. So your spells, your magic will not work during a moon void of course phase. And there's lots of different calendars online, and you can figure out when the moon is void of course or not. But again, going back to the other reasons why the black magic might not work, the spells might not work, you need to consider the other 5 that I've talked about, including this one. All right. And I also want to say, and this could be like number 7, if you feel like you have the right to negatively affect someone's energy, then you have a God complex. And God said, there shall be no one before them. So if this is you, if you're somebody who likes to try to fuck with somebody's energy, bind them, stop them, curse them, whatever, because you're mad, because you're jealous, you need to heal. And perhaps get some therapy. I just don't understand why people feel like they can do these things to people. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Please go have a seat somewhere, heal, get some therapy, and get on the right path in your life. Because like I said, you cannot do this type of energy work on everybody. And you could end up fucking yourself up permanently in this lifetime if you try to mess with the wrong person. All right. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I thank you so much for your donations. The links are in the description box below should you feel guided to give to the channel. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.